Yeah, I turned this GoPro on as I was coming up the hill. I was going to do a little intro, and of course it goes into time-lapse mode.
Stupid assumption. You're calling me stupid, huh? I'm calling your assumption stupid.
Okay, GoPro, come on. Quit messing with me. Look, we got all this to go do. You're jacking me up. Okay, we filming. Yeah, I'm like kind of taking a whole new route that I've yet to explore. It wasn't the trail that I was trying to do, but maybe I'll come back and do that here in a minute. But I'm just trying to, it says it's a dead end, but it keeps going up. I'm gonna keep going up with it. I mean, it's 2-track. Some UTVs, maybe some like a, you know, little Land Cruiser action. Woo, rocky stuff. Man, this DG just bogs down. Oh, okay, I see where I'm at. I know that section. I have never been to this spot right here, and this is pretty dang epic. Whew! Okay. Yeah. And I see a trail over there, and I don't even know. Maybe down there and up in there. But, oh, look at that lake. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've been off in this canyon right here. It gets down in there steep, and I was on this old used tire and a little bit nervous that could be a real monster to get out of. But yeah, I kind of see where I'm at, but I don't know how to get exactly to the trail the way me and my buddy did. But unfortunately, I can go right to the end of the trail on how we came out, but that's not how I want to run it. I want to run it in the same direction as that I went in on it. So I'm gonna have to backtrack and go around that little lollipop and just like look for it, because I don't even think I was recording that day when I was riding with him. I just hit it on a whim and was like, okay, let's do that. Oh my goodness though, but look at that lake. Let me see if I can get the TDUB in position for a photo op of that. Dang. That's pretty spectacular. Oi! Rocks are rolling. Whew! Dang, that is pretty dang epic. Might as well shoot a wide one. But yeah, we got up here quick on this one, but man, definitely guys been just gnawing it up trying to get up this, but it's not really that's just a massive DG. That spells horsepower and adrenaline for me that I don't foresee needing. Hook up my ram mount here. Bada bing. Put my, oh no, not Gaia. Sorry, Gaia. Come on, I try to run as few apps as possible. Okay. Well, I know that trail comes out on this, and we started off of here, so I'm just gonna backtrack my way down and go see if we can find the single track. Key on. Woo! Man, this DG is just ultra soft, and you can see where I was trying to get up right there. All right. Let me see how this DG is just, woo! Alright. I'm not seeing any tracks across this in a while, and I'm gonna assume that this is, yep, the dead end. You know, if you don't do it, you're not gonna know. So you just get it over with, get it out of your system, and that way when you come back and you got your buddies with you, you don't take them into a dead end, not intentionally. I'll tell you, when you ride with me, man, we're gonna poke our noses into some things, we're gonna explore some things, we're gonna go see some things, and I'd love exploring and adventuring, and I don't know that this is the way I came up, but unfortunately it looks like it's the way I'm going down. We got a good line over here. Okay, stick to that. Yeah, thank you, sir. Just hold on. Woo! I tell you, man, I gotta get a new back tire, man. This is just getting ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Hot diggity dog. Okay. Now, I blew past it. Alright. This is the trail that I was looking for. My instincts, see? I trust my instincts. My instincts told me to come up here. Yeah, man. Like, look, I'm only 16 miles from gassing up down there at the bottom in town. And, yeah, this is quite the treat. It's pretty funny. My man Anthony, new TDUBer, but he had some skill. He had some natural instincts, and I think it's a lot because he came from skateboarding, grew up skateboarding, still was skateboarding up until just like a few years ago, but he had a really bad tailbone hit, and so he was like, okay, no more of that. Got a T-dub, and hit me up on Instagram. I was like, woohoo, Colorado Springs, let's do this. So we rode together at the Ram Park, and then I'm like, all right, let's do a Wednesday night ride, and he's like, yeah. He was riding a lot, because he's all freshy new, and I felt bad, man. I couldn't get out, and ride with him as much as he would like, or even I would like, but it just wasn't in the deck of cards. And so he was out riding. I'm all jealous, and but on a Wednesday night, I'm like, hey, let's do a Wednesday night after ride, and like go up Old Stage and come back down Gold Camp and blah blah blah. And he's like, all right. And what do? I drag him into this on his first, well, I guess second outing with me. But it was new to me, and like, look at this. This is like, this is not perfect TDUB terrain. I mean, the foot pegs are just low, bro. My foot pegs are just low. I mean, welcome to the TDUB Society. We're toenail biting and toe knuckle dragging. Keep that weight down on the pegs. Woo! Yeah, man, when we came up on this, I'm like, all right, I kept stopping, like, hey, you good? You good? Yeah. You good. And then we get to this, and I'm like, oh, bungle snot, man. This is the spicy part. But oh, we're gonna work it out. It's like scraping. Oh, and you can see, like, look, my tire is locked up, and I'm sliding because it's just that steep. Oh, all right. Well, there's just like I can't lean the bike over here, and we can see where my foot peg and everything's dragging over here, so I can't really get. I want to get the weight down. Oh, come on, Betsy. You gotta love it. And the problem with doing it this way is you just can't get enough weight on the back tire. See, my tire, I just came up that and it just rocked around on me. Oh. Yeah, sorry, DID. I'm gonna switch sides. Yeah, I got in the chain there a little bit. Oh. Okay, I'll switch back. I don't want to hear that the Rocky Mountain ATV guys can TDUB that without putting their foot down. Whew, somebody broke something. I mean, of course they can. Whew. I'm gonna take a breather. I'll hot it up. Well, I can't say that I rode up that, but I brought the old TDUB up through it. I kind of wonder if that Highline would be better, but you're just getting all crossed up and move that rock, and yeah, it's just right there could be good. And you're in the wet, you're not getting the traction, but you're already wet down there, so you're not getting the traction. Hey, guess what? It is what it is. So that was the hard part of the trail. Somebody's firing some just really big stuff over there. Alright, well, that was a kosher dill pickle on a half shell. Let's continue this little trickety trick. I'm like super excited, man, because I was like, I'm gonna have to be wandering all around and try to find this trail. I'm trying to take off, literally looking at the dash and seeing the green neutral light, and still trying to clutch out and go. Yeah, this is the part where like I'm like, do I go back to stock gearing? But I like my ability to go a little bit quicker on the open road, just a little bit, without sending the piston to the moon. But yeah, I'd like it, but it gets the job done. I can still pity-patty through. I just got to pity-patty, you know, through the stuff a little bit quicker. Woo-wee! Oh yeah, we rolling. 'Cause you ain't doing no brakes down that. All you're gonna do is slide and fall over. So you just gotta like let it go and roll with it. That's kind of the only way you're gonna make it happen. Rolling now. Ah, that was good. Woo, man. Well, maybe depending on your desired spice. Well, I'll bring you on that little trail, but you're gonna see where we come out at. So you can remember the photos from the other time, the two bikes sitting out on the cliff there on the edge. All right, well, I know the trail goes on up that way. But for today, I'm actually gonna let that be that, and then depending on how spicy we are for the next one, I'll come and start there and head on up that trail. But today, I'm gonna boogie on up here a little bit and see what I get into over here. Now, again, this is like a 2-track that I've done in the Land Cruiser. I think we actually did this in the snow. Woo! Big rain rut. Kind of looking over there to see if that track comes back around, but to the whoop spot. So I've not done very much of this section back here, man. Closer to my house, but I've spent more time on the 717 trails over there, which is Woodland Park on the other side of the mountain here. So this is kind of still new to me. Isn't that cool? The closer trails are still my newer trails. Come on, baby, you can do it. I'll probably stop up here and kind of take a quick nav report, see where I'm at, and of course these Wednesday night rides I'm going to be getting back in the dark. What is it? 706. Woo woo! Fat tire sliding. Yeah, so that trail is all up in there somewhere, I assuming. Yeah, I remember this little area before. Okay. No. Haven't ran anything in there, but I don't see, or no, I think that's just little campy-roo spots. Sorry, I'm twisting you guys all over the place, rubbernecking, but yeah, I'm scoping, you know. I gotta be a little campsite right here. I really don't like off the road like that. I could imagine that 672, that vaguely rings a bell. 701. Dang, look at all these trails. I haven't done these trails. Justin, George, why have we not done these trails? Alright, well, I mean, I could go to... Alright, here's what you do. You pull up your Gaia. You go, I is here. Oh, yeah. And Nelson Trail 672. Oh, it connects. Oh, goes up to Mount Rosa. And I was down there, so yeah, no, that don't. Well, whoo, look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay. I bet that's how those guys are going around and going down Captain Jack's. Dang, I was right back there at that. Because I could just shortcut through that and pick up that trail and run that down. Captain Jack's is kind of up over here on this side. I think that's St. Mary Falls there. Yeah, Keno. Dee. But that's kind of cool. It says there's an intersection down there. I might just creep down that a minute, just so I can like make a little leg on my GPS and come back and research it in the Google. Let me flip this around. That way I'm not breaking off my charge. Yeah, she's just riding low. We still filming? Yes. 35 minutes later, and guess what? I might just figure out how to load this video. Okay, yeah, gotta check before I roll in here, but yeah, open to, close to. So I was saying right down here I'm gonna connect to another trail, so we'll just kind of cruise down here. So this section out here, you know, you start getting into a lot of mountain bike hiking and moto, This time of day I might catch a mountain bike dude putting in his last lap. But yeah, this will be a trail I'll discuss with George tomorrow and be like, alright dude, talk to me and tell me this will get me down Captain Jack's. Alright, we still not to the connector. Big tree down. Yeah, look at these big views though, man. Whew. And you look at the view. I'm gonna look at the trail here because, you know, I don't want to be like digging this thing out. That's what makes you nervous when you start going down this big long DGs and this little TDUB is fat. Oh, wow. So that trail is cutting back. I'm gonna ease down just a little bit more and see. And I feel like I can come back up all this. If not, I got a Camelback full of water and two Pro Meal bars. All right, so yeah, these last couple of trips, man, I was you know, I was just being super casual, riding after work. I mean, yeah, I had my boots and knee pads, but I had my Carhartt pants on and just was running my knee pads underneath. Alright, well, bike is right there. I'm down here. I came down that. Yeah, I mean, I can go down that, but that's just going to be a little bit of a fight to get back up. But let me just come down here and show you what's going on here. It's kind of cool to see this. I would love to come across here and continue on. I don't know how far it goes, and it just in the rule of motoing, the deeper you get in, the deeper you get in. And this is one of them points where I'm gonna call it. You know, I'm gonna be like, hey, I've exerted X amount of energy. It's already 7. Oh, dang, I can see the city. Colorado Springs right down there. Trail goes on through there, but like, look how steep this stuff is. Like, you are not taking an alternate route out. Alright, boys and girls, this is going to be, I think this second battery is about toast. It's the oldest battery. I was recording on the newer battery, but GC Rad 1 over and out. I'll actually, you know what, let's throw you in the cage and let's get out of here. We'll see how run it runs. You can see me struggle with getting turned around in this little situation. It ain't a hard situation, it's just this DG is like no joke. Everything just slides and rolls around, and it's just it's not that bad. Let me see. Okay, goggles were oriented into the rearward position. I have my visual safety protection on, aka my CNI dogs, and it's not too bad. Yeah, I get, you know, this is you overthink things, and I'm out here by myself, so of course I'm gonna overthink it, and I don't know where that goes out. And I take my adventures in little bits. I mean, I do got to go to work tomorrow. Oh yeah, check out these huge braking bumps right here, like woo! And another set. Alright, we're gonna go climb up that hill, blah blah blah. But oh yeah, that's what I was telling you. So I was riding after work, Carhartts with knee pads underneath and my boots and blah blah blah, and I was just wearing my regular backpack. I didn't have my camel pack, but I was bringing my water bottle. Like, luckily I was with the new guys, so I was stopping often enough, and I'm like, alright, tonight we're gonna ride pretty good, so I made sure to strap on the old camelback and make sure I can sippy dip. As such, wow, it's like you're going through waves and waves. So let me see what these guys do. Yep, they're going down that way. And this is when you want your goggles on, but they'll be away from me pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna stop and strap them on, because I just got bugs in my eyeballs. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna let the battery run. Like, hey man, you're out riding with me. Why edit the action? I just give it to you live. Come on, TDUB, you can do it. All these new moto guys, they're gonna be like, oh, is that thing that Carson Brown guy was rocking? Like, oh yeah, you know it. Carson throwing all kind of attention at the TDUB community. It's like, woo, that cat can ride, man. Oh man, so fun to watch. Oh, listen to that tire drag. Yeah, I better be checking out my spice on getting up this. Yeah, we're good. But anyhow, Carson Brown, man, like I do believe he is one of the B's of the BBR. And my old XR100 was fully BBR equipped, man. Like, I got these 100s to teach my daughters how to ride, and the other one quit riding, so it was hard to ride the XR400 with, you know, my younger daughter. You know, she's on this little bike and I'm on this big huge thing, and it just wasn't working. So I started jumping on the other 100, and I'm like, oh man, this is like, I can have a lot of fun riding with her. So I just built that thing up, man. I put like the BBR adult springs in it. I did all kind of stuff to that thing. It was more than just the springs. I had the tall seat on it. I had like the big bars, and I don't know, there was some other BBR thing that I had the BBR skid plate subframe, because on those little XR100s, the engine literally just hangs down underneath with like no cradle. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. That bike was a ton of fun. This is going to be all uphill going back. And yeah, here I am talking, and I'm just like sliding down. Oh look, this is the other side of that creek, I bet. Or maybe it's this creek. Foot peg banger. Yeah, anyhow, like, I don't know what possessed Carson Brown to get on the TDUB, but it's been fun for all of us. And, let me see where we're at. Fight to get back up out of here. Oh yeah, I've only gone that far. But look, it goes all the way over there and connects to that. All the way. Ooh, I want to do that. Oh. Okay. Alright. Well, that's telling me what I want to hear. And telling me I want to come back and do that. I gotta take these goggles off now that the two-strokey boys have undusted me. Beep beep. Inch, 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 inch. You could totally make this a camp spot. Two creeks on both sides of you. Could throw my tent hard style right there. Woo! Who's down? Come on. Call me up. Plan it out. Alright, well, now we're going to have fun working our way back up out of this. Yep. The old the GoPro is still in action. Ouch! Wide load coming through. Oh, look at this, man. Beautiful stuff. I mean, really, would you guys be too mad at me if I bought an XT, what is it, 225, 250, to come out here and tall tire bike it? Like, I mean, like the TDUB just has its limitations, and I love, I actually don't even need to be doing this out here like this. I should be out on the other trails, but I do find a lot of fun in this right up until it gets too dang hard, and then I'm like fighting a big heavy bike that's too low for these kind of trails. Am I complaining or whimpering or just getting old? Yes, and yes, all 28 line items above. You know, it's just hard to have one toy. But listen, this TDUB, it's just cruising. I'm in first gear, but you know, I am running my other gear ratio. I will tell you right now, I just feel my rear tire just so spinning, and it's whoa out. My rear tire is shot, man. I was coming in on the road, and I'm like, I stopped twice to check my air pressure. Yeah, it's low, but yeah, it's so wore out. I literally thought my tire was flat. This is just gorgeous in here. I just want to come when I got like the day to fight through whatever I got to fight through to get a fat TDUB through. So, and Hey man, if I give you the whole adventure in one shot, come on. Can't be doing that. I gotta break it up and give it to you in pieces. Alright, Candy, until next time. But look at that, like, you know it's gonna get spicy in there. Woo! It's gonna get spicy. Oh, check up. We ain't out of the woods yet, kids. I felt my toe. Am I still recording? Oh my god, I'm still recording. So this is the other trail that I think that my trail, the single track that I started, will actually connect up to. So I'm just gonna creep up this little section and see how she looks. She looks mighty crusty. Oh, you thought I was going to take that left line, didn't you? What are we into? I'm trying to look over here. Oh, it's just like a mining pit of some sort. Woo! Alright, we made it up that. Wow, this is full on billy goat action right here, man. Alright, don't get on that outside, get on that inside. Alright. Alright. I like the looks of this. So this is literally that trail. Alright, that's going to cut back down and connect me to... Oh no, that goes to the mountain. So this, oh yeah, I bet it's going to edge to, going to come out right there where that intersects. And do I do it? Do I save it? It's 7:30, I'm going to already be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock by the time I get home here. Let me go down here and take a look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh. Great little camp spot area right here. No one's camped out on this in a while. You know what, I'm going to save this one as well. I'm just going to, I see where I'm at, I see what I need to do, I see where I got to come back to, and it'll be fun. Alright, well, hope you've enjoyed this little session riding with me, and man, I don't know, I gotta figure out a way to get all this stuff posted up now, because my computer is not in the sense of editing, so it's just gonna have to be like a raw push and go kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's that big bowl. I'll get my action sorted out. I'm in second gear right now, so I'm like just kind of cruising, trying not to check up the brakes too hard, trying to keep it rolling, trying to keep it up on two wheels. Yeah, because when you're sliding, you are not in control. When you're sliding, gravity is in control. When you're actually rolling and have some grip, then you're somewhat in control. It's a balance between who's in control. Alright. Well, we'll continue on back down. Yep, got my goggles back on. And away we go. Are spicy. That little section was rough. Wait a second. When did the road split? There's where we came and dipped across. Yeah. Oh, it's so rough through here. Ah! T-dubs technically aren't meant to be ridden like this, or be getting beat up on that kind of terrain. Yeah, I like that burn back there. Hey, pick a line, pick a line. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. What am I gonna say? Oh, I got the Bradley Engineering rear shock on here. Well, shock, which already implies rear, because fronts are forks, rears are shocks. Woo! Guys are playing shotguns. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, hey dear, that Bradley shock is it's keeping up the pace. I'll tell you right now, there's only a couple of people that have ridden behind me and ridden like that on the TDUBs, and before we even talk about the shock, they can vouch for my riding. There's just this thin line of like, are you riding over your confident level? Are you willing to take the risk? And I don't know, it's just there's a fun adrenaline in there. I like to dance on that line a little bit, but I don't know. T-Dubs aren't meant to be ridden like that, period. But Honda Civics weren't built to go 10 seconds, but my OG Wicked Racing crew has done such things way back in the day. I would say, like, because I'm not doing the big ATV fat tire conversion. So if you're one of those guys and you need, that weight of the rear tire is a lot more weight than the regular wheel, so you definitely need that suspension. And if you want to ride spicy with the regular tire, then you're gonna need a shock to withstand that. And I'm gonna take the spicy trail. I'm gonna get it in. Oh look, we getting in here. I misplaced where I was on the trail because I was too busy jaw jacking and hitting neutral. But anyhow, I have built front suspension, and but I think Bradley's going to be doing that, or already done that. Like, again, I've been off of social and recipient consuming end of things, and so it's actually kind of cool to test one item out at a time on my rig. Like, I know how my bike was riding, and so I can I don't want to send an SOS. We definitely got into the jiggly wigglies there. Oh man, sorry. Don't want to do that. Yep. No, I didn't hit anything hard. I want to record my tracks. Come back on. So, yeah. So it's actually good to ride, make one change and feel that change. And at some point I gotta resurrect my studio, get the camera set back up. Actually, heck man, I can't even edit a video right now, so this may be another one of them deals where you're just going to be seeing a bunch of lives from me. And going about it that way. Alright, well, we still got a ways to truck on home here. This is the road portion, and then we're going to get back onto Gold Camp. And make that trek back down the hill. But for what it's worth, I'm just gonna let it run, let it roll. But yeah, this Bradley shock, if you were in the market for a Spice or needing, well, actually, a lot of you guys are moto camping off of these things and weighing them down a bit more than I would if I was going moto camping. Like, so they're probably good for that as well. And that's going to be a sorting out with Bradley as to what exactly did he design this shock for, who the customer is, not just the TDUB owner, but like what kind of riding are you doing, what are you trying to do, all that kind of good stuff. But in my conversation with him, we were talking about riding styles, and it sounded like we were kind of like spot on in what he was looking for me. Unfortunately, I have failed on delivering in a timely manner when I should have, and yeah, that part really sucks on my part. But hopefully it's something I can redeem myself with here in the future. And yeah, sound like something rattling on my bike. Woo! Alright, man. Yeah. Well, this has been a good little trip. I was kind of nervous, man. It was like clouding up all afternoon. And when I hit the mountain over here, it was like completely overcast. But you can see the glory. Obviously, you can see the glory because look at these guys. These guys are taking a photo. This is the epic spot right here. This is the photo spot. Yeah, man, look at this. Just gorgeous. I've shot a couple of photos right here in the fall when the leaves are turning. Epic, man. Woo! So, yeah. Life is funny. You try to plan things don't go as planned. Hey, I'm thirsty. And you guys have seen, I've done videos on this road and Gold Camp. All that little trail stuff back there is like really new. I haven't done any videos from in there. I haven't spent much time up in there, so I'm gonna have to get up in there and check it out. Woo, look at this. It just, that whole city, man. Whoa. I tell you, man, there's, things get grandfathered in, but this cabin right here, it's got a little pond right here. And we're back in here probably, I don't know, 14, 15 miles from pavement. And yeah, they live there, man. It's like, woo, that is, I'd hate that I'd have to live on this road because you get all the Yahoo traffic and me every Wednesday night. But I try to be respectful when I come through there. But yeah, this is wild stuff. Yeah, I don't even know if my GoPro is set up at the right angle. I don't know if all you see is nothing but the sky. I don't know if you can see the dash or not. Like, I'm out of the loop, guys. I'm out of the loop. I've been like off game. So please don't play or hate, just participate. Yeah, and you can see how uphill it is. There's just all this little brapple from the rigs coming up, and actually the cars with small tires, and it just like makes those small little bumps, and that's why you see me like trying to ride the harder inside line stuff. But at the same time too, I do this more for my personal safety. You know, you get some teenagers in a Subaru or a pickup truck and they're coming around sideways. They're not thinking about, oh, okay, this is two-way traffic. They're just like, woohoo, we're on dirt and we're going sideways, bro. So I'm looking way out ahead over here. I'm trying to look up to the next turn. You can see my bike walking all over the place because that rear tire is just going like, yeah, you're not getting any traction out of me. Riding up on the front of the seat, trying to put traction on the front tire. I don't want the front tire washing out on me, and I'll sacrifice the rear coming around on me a little bit. You just throttle control that. Here's a rough little section. Dip through that. And you just got to look at these off cambers, and you got to check your speed before you get into the off camber. Off camber meaning the turn is turning that way when you're trying to go around that way. Alright, here's my check cross traffic, and here we go into the I forgot about these ruts. Alright, Gold Camp. Oh man, we are still recording. How on the planet is that? Alright, from here I just gotta watch out for mountain bikers and bears and a couple deer. I did this trail right here is the first trail I was on that I actually, all these little railroad trails do this like kind of like loop around. So I obviously scared him on this side, and when I went around the other side, he came flying over and ran straight out in front of me. But I was like, alright, cool, you're on the move, you ain't looking for me, you're running from me, but I just wasn't expecting to run into you while you're running away from me. I was like, hey, dang, that was a bear, and I'm right here. Like, this is close to town. There's hikers that hike up this. And, yeah, look at this little brapple right here. It's all just this, like, big rapidy brapples. We're going to get into all this. This is a good little training road for guys because it gives you all this stuff right here. It's just rappy, it's loose, it's just DG, and a lot of water flows down through here, so it's like very like sandy, you know, like if you're ridden in sand, it has that feeling of sand, but it's DG. And then you get into the bigger like crumbles, the rabble. Getting it on. Like, just don't know rock, get out of place. I'm not sitting down. I'm like just kind of crouching over my seat, legs bent, elbows up, y'all. Elbows up, everyone. Put your elbows up. Like, get in that habit of having your elbows up, because if something goes wiggly wiggly, that's the only way you're gonna get the bike to come around the way you want it. Helps in the turns, it helps with stability. You gotta ride with your elbows up. That's one of the first things. You get tired, you see people drooping down with the elbows, bikes start swapping around, they're underneath it. They're not on top of it. You gotta keep those elbows up, and that way you're on top of it. Woo! And then right here into the wash, man, that rock could have been like a launch pad. I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, are you crazy? Silly me. Tricks are for rabbits. Yep, you hear me working that back brake every once in a while. I do a lot of my braking on the front. I don't like the squeakiness of the rear brake. And actually, the TDUB has actually been really good at making me a better rider using the front brake. I'm using both right now. I mean, you can see the thumb here, but you hear the brake. It's kind of like a 50-50, but you're trying to keep the bike planted. And this loose stuff, you can only scrub the speed so hard. But I do use it. I use the front brake a lot. Airborne. Oh yeah, Woo, man, that is like just the super gnarly gravel. Yeah. The only thing I really got to worry about on this trail is dudes coming up on a moto, but you know, I'm trying to run a little bit of an outer line. If they're running their line, alright, we cool you. Yeah. Little TDUB is scooting tonight. It's just in the flow. I'll break up my rhythm in a minute. I do that, you know, like sometimes you just start getting all wrapped out. Oh, okay, yeah. This is when I start changing the rhythm, because look at this view. I gotta show you the view. Dang, we're still recording? Are we recording video? Yeah, we're recording video. Yeah, we're going all down through there. We got the Helen Hunt Falls to go over and all that. Still, yeah, you can see how just soft the DG is, man. Are we at the hell? Oh no, I got tunnels to go through still. It's like you get to the gravel like this, and you slow down, you set the front tire down, it grabs, and you kind of get your direction change, and you get back on the gas, and come to the next section, set it down, turn, and basically what I'm talking about is like front tire float. Yeah, no, I've shown you this shot how many times? I don't know, but I can't help it. Look at it, it's so cool. Alright, I can't believe that the camera is still recording. That's just amazing to me, because typically it has not. That's okay. As long as you recorded that other trail, that'd be cool. Either the day is longer or I'm finishing sooner. Because the last trip, man, like, we were coming down this in the dark. And I'm coming out this early, but hey, you know, wifey's not gonna mind me getting home a little earlier tonight. It is my 27th wedding anniversary, and also my daughter's 28th. Oh no, she's turning 29, so 27, 29. So yeah, so her 29th birthday, our 27th wedding anniversary. Didn't plan it. That's how the ball bounced. Got night light power, bro. Well, that was a big chunky rock. I was looking at the other two and almost missed that. The first one. I was setting up for the other two. Hey, we gotta get through this one first. And hey, you know, if you come ride with me, I'm not gonna just take off and leave you like this. Like I'll ride at everyone's speed, anybody's speed. All of those that have ridden with me, they can vouch. Like I can putt with the best. It just depends on your mood and temperament. I'll ride to your style and ability and interest and whichever. Man, it looks like fall all of a sudden, but yeah, it's just the burn area, and it's been super dry, so this has just been getting even more dry. We're not to the waterfalls yet, so yeah, if you guys are coming to Colorado Springs, Helen Hunt Falls is pretty, it's a little unique attraction. You can get to it by pavement. Kind of all the touristies come in and take a look at it. Everyone looks at it from the bottom side. Some hike to the top, some mountain bike to the top, and we're gonna moto across the top. Yeah, that's the beauty of these trails in Colorado. They're multi-discipline use accessible, man. So that's a brilliant thing. Rear tire is barely participating. Boogie Deluxe. Cruising. Sorry I'm not chitty chatty. I was chatty all earlier, but I'm kind of in my zen moment right now. Like, to me this is just so fun. Raise your hand if you think I should hook up a microphone exclusively for the exhaust on this thing. And maybe throw me a comment down in there like, yes please, more sound, pure TDUB sound with the FMF Power Chord 3. And I do have the dB reducer in there because when I was running the pipe without the dB reducer, oh man, like my head was ringing. There she blows. So this is the one tunnel we can't go through. I think that one like caved in on itself or something back in the day. So that's how we get access, is having to go around. But yeah, this is the pre-Helen Hunt Falls. And look at this. Look, no guardrail. You want to be stupid? Knock yourself out. But there's a parking lot down at the bottom. And we're going to come out at that parking lot, but there's another parking lot. Not that, that's a big rock. I don't even know that I can show you. Yeah, you can't see it down there, but waterfall just kind of goes off down that, and we're still recording. I'm absolutely stunned right now. Looks like the water's down. Alright. Feet on the foot pegs, and let's do this. Like buttermilk pancakes. So, a couple months ago, my wife and I, you hike further up that trail, and it goes to St. Mary's Falls. Oh man, it's a pretty spicy hike, but it makes Helen Hunt Falls look like the kiddie pool. So it's worth the hike. See how I changed up my line right there? Sometimes because you think it's rougher, it's actually the smoother line. This right here is going to require some work at some point, because you got to get up on the wall just to get around, so you don't go through that whole thing. And then the other big thing to do, like a good first hike for people getting here and getting acclimated to the elevation, is the Seven Bridges hike, which goes up into that canyon there. And where we were riding was way around on the backside, but I've motoed up to the backside, like Captain Jack's is around there, and I want to connect all that through. I just haven't, you know, like tonight I didn't pull the trigger and make the full commitment. I know it can be done. I like the adventure of taking little adventures and figuring it out. Yeah. So this comes into the part where the hiking trail goes up, so I kind of, yeah, Seven Bridges, super cool hiking trail. Mountain bike guys usually, they either go up where I just came down, or they usually go up right here. And I don't know, yeah, Buckhorn Trail. So I usually go up that. Well, that was about 36 mile loop. That's not too bad. By the time I get home, I think it's like 12, 14 or something from here to my house. Yeah, so yeah, this is the old railroad bridge. We just came down from that. That's the tunnel entrance that we went around. You go over the top of it. So yeah, this is super cool stuff out here that we have access to and get to ride relatively super close to town. So for that I am grateful and thankful. Yeah, there's no way it's still freaking recording. Fanny Fruit Loops. Alright. Well, people, all I'm doing is just transiting down this little dirt road, and I'm going to come out at that parking lot over here. And at the parking lot, I'm going to actually cut it. This is some super DG gravel right here. I think it's just gravel, huh? I don't even know that it's DG, but man, that section right there is always thick. Oh, I'm tired. That was a good lap. Good little trip. And hopefully you guys will discover the page one day and come out riding with us. Over and out.